All right, I'm racing the clock because I gotta make dinner soon, but I've got a heap of dolls here that I'm trying to unbox and restyle and do a bunch of stuff with, so let's get to it. So we've got Taya here from the holiday series for 2025. Got her on Amazon. I have a link for you guys in my info bar if you're interested in her or any of these other two dolls you see, the Doctor Who Ruby Sunday and the Venus Williams dolls. Some of them are listed in my product links that will take you over to Target and Walmart if you prefer those sites. But if you like Amazon, they have fast shipping. The prices are pretty decent. I'll have that for you guys in my storefront, so you can follow those links and find them over there. I don't know who to open first, to be honest. I really don't. I'm just gonna follow my gut. I'm gonna go with Taya for right now. This is not a review. We're not about to like break down the whole doll and all this other stuff. There's plenty of people on YouTube that are already doing great jobs on reviews, so you don't really need mine. But I do want to restyle her and get her a new body and all this other stuff. So I'm just gonna pop her out of the box right quick. And while I'm doing that, if you don't know who I am, my name is Gypsy. This is Broken Dolly TV. I've been on YouTube for, I want to say like over a decade at this point, talking about dolls. So if you don't know who I am, I don't know where you've been, but you should know me. Go ahead and subscribe, join the Pretty People crew over here, because all we do is talk about dolls. This channel is not for kids, it's for grown-ups who love dolls as much as I do. We don't really discriminate over here. It doesn't matter what scale doll you like. You are very welcome to come over here and talk about your passion and your collection. All of us collect different kinds of dolls here, and I collect more than just Barbie dolls. But I always appreciate learning about other kinds of dolls as well. Dolls I've never heard of, dolls I've never had experience with. You guys put me onto the Deaf Lucy characters and the Shan Shan Princess dolls, which I still haven't added to my collection. I just cannot seem to find the right price that I like on the internet. So I'm still waiting to add those dolls to my collection, but I'll get there. Alright, out of the box, this doll comes with a stand like this that's for the Model Muse bodies, because that's the kind of body that she has. It's stiff, but Model Muse bodies tend to be more like, I guess, sturdy, if that's the right word for it. They're not hollow like the kinds of fashionista bodies that we see more often. They just have a lot more weight to them. So I would say that they're better. If you're gonna have a stiff body anyways, it might as well be a better one. She's got this cute pose with both her hands on her hips, which is a little bit different. I am very disappointed to tell you that there are so many little T-tags, and she had 4 holding her head down to the box. There's just so much plastic that you have to cut. And then on top of the T-tags in her hair, she also had thread sewing her hair down. So you gotta use scissors to get this doll out of the box carefully. So I just want to give you a little heads up. The earring mold is not nothing new. We've already seen these earrings before plenty of times on other Barbie dolls. Although I have a pair that are a metallic gold, and I wish they would have used that instead of this matte gold for this very metallic-y, shimmery dress that they put her in. What's going on over there, Mattel? Y'all love wasting plastic. I mean, what's the big deal of just giving it a little bit extra shine? It is a holiday doll, and she's $40+ depending on what site you're getting her from. Retail on Mattel's website, she costs $49 for almost $50, bruh. I'm gonna need you to give me some metallic jewelry, thank you. So that's a little bit disappointing, but I will say, even though I have no use for any holiday themed anything ever, this dress is probably my favorite one, I guess. Favorite is a strong word because I don't like any of them. But probably the dress that I would say is the least useless of my holiday themed clothes that I have for my dolls. I think almost all the other dolls that I owned that were holiday dolls once, I sold all of their clothes or like sold them on dolls that were wearing the dresses. I just have no use for them. So, you know, it's like very pretty trash to me. So, I'm not disappointed in how they executed this particular dress with the gold and the creamy like white kind of color. This color is my current aesthetic right now for my doll collection as far as color schemes go, so I'm not disappointed about that at all. I'm trying to kind of decorate my place right now because we just moved here about a year ago. I haven't had a chance between pregnancy, stillbirth, strokes, and all kinds of just like mom duties. I haven't had a chance to really totally unpack the whole household yet. So I'm starting to do that now that I'm kind of like taking it slow, recovering from my strokes. I think what I want to do is actually give this body temporarily to this doll, who is the Korean court princess Korean, whatever. I'm using the right words, they're in the wrong order. She's got this very yellowy kind of tint to her body that I think would match this body a little bit better than the ones that I've been having her on. And even though it's not articulated, I'm not worried about it, because this doll, she's kind of just like a model to me, like a mannequin. I don't really see her as like a living person with a personality. I don't know what it is about this doll, but some dolls just do that. I really don't know what it is. It's probably just the screening. The way she looks to me just looks like she's just staring off into space. So I think I'm gonna do that and let her rock this dress for a little while. And she's got super long hair, so maybe it'll look cool with this dress if I can give her a nice little hairstyle. Let's pop Taya's head off. We're gonna give her a made to move body. The only body that I know of that's going to fit this doll properly. We already named her. I'm gonna call her Saradia after one of my old middle school friends. Is this body. The code for it is GHT95, and this is one of the very rare made to move dolls that you can find now, which is BMR 1959 Kira sculpt, I believe. So it's not an easy skin tone to match. I only think I have like 2 of these, and there's also another one, a curvy body that's on a yoga doll, the one here up on the screen. I think she had Alec face sculpt, but even that one is kind of hard to find right now on Amazon. I saw her listed at $45, which is like at least double the price that she's supposed to be. You know, if you happen to have some available to give this doll a head swap, that might work for you. But if you don't, well then here we are. So that's the body that I'm going to use. So I've done the head swap with this doll, and honestly, I don't think she's quite as yellow as the body. She looks a little bit more beige to me. It's not such a big difference that it like actually really matters. So I'm gonna leave her on this body just for now until I can figure out a better body that I want to use for her, because I just cannot make up my mind about this doll and what body to put her on. I'm just always popping her on and off of bodies. It's ridiculous. Now this body that I'm gonna use for Taya, you can see that her neck peg looks a little beat up. That's because I have modified this neck peg to work just like the easy swap pegs that come on the Barbie Basics 2025 version dolls. Anybody can do this. So if you don't want to have to buy those dolls in order to get the neck peg effect that they have, then you can watch my tutorial. I'll have it linked for you guys below. I have like a whole tub full now so that I can pop heads on and off easily, and it has really come in handy because I find myself doing this more often than I realized. I didn't realize how much I need to pop heads on and off until I was able to do it at will. There's certain dolls that I'll just end up putting on a body because it's the only one available in the same skin tone as that doll. It won't quite feel right, and then another body will appear later on down the line where I'm like, oh, maybe she would look better with that body type. Then I'll end up having to switch her, and I can do that so much easier now because I can pop the heads on and off whenever I feel like it. So if you want to learn how to do that, go ahead and watch my tutorial and subscribe for more very practical tutorials like that one that I will just come up with and share with you guys whenever I happen to think of something. Alright, now we have Saradia here with her new body. She's got her little made to move body, and it is a perfect match. So she definitely does have a yellow undertone in her skin, and unfortunately, though it is a pretty color, this is a really difficult skin tone to match with a made to move body. Even without made to move joints, like just regular joints, I can't think of any dolls that come with this kind of skin tone for the other kind of articulated bodies. If you guys know of any, drop them in the comment section so that other people can find some possible matches for this doll if you want to give her a body. But like, I'm just so impressed with this hair. It is so soft. She doesn't have any product in it. The little curl pattern that they put into this is really cool. I kind of usually take my doll's hair down from their original hairstyles, but I think I want to keep this ponytail in for just a little while because I really like the way that it looks on her. And I have a couple other Tayas that I want to compare her to as well to see if there's much of a difference in their head sizes, because my collector Taya definitely has a smaller head than my fashionistas Taya. Okay, so these are my 3 out of 4 Tayas that I currently own, and my 4th one is the Cowgirl Fashionista, but I can't be bothered to go looking for her right now because she's on a different wall and I don't got time for that. Spinelli here all the way on the left is the one that I had first of all the Tayas, and she's originally a Fashionista's doll that I have on a Made to Move body right now. She does have a bigger head than Jayu over here on the right hand side with the red hair. She's my Style by Design 2 doll by Carlisle New Era, who has on this epic fierce outfit that's supposed to be inspired by Filipino culture. And she is so beautiful, but I know for a fact that her head is slightly smaller than Spinelli's. I'm looking at this new Taya here in the middle. We're gonna call her Saradia, that's what I named her. It's so difficult for me to tell which head she resembles more in size. Guys, it's hard to tell. To me, they look like they're the same size. It might be an optical illusion, but it sort of feels like Saradia's face is a little bit smaller. Let's check with this one. You know what? Yeah. I mean, their screenings are so different, so you can't really tell from looking at that. And even their lip paint looks so different. Jayu's face looks like everything is smaller. Like all her features are drawn on smaller. Saradia's looks slightly wider. Even her lower lip here looks a little bit thicker, but I think it's just the way that they painted on the face screening. I think she does have a smaller face than Spinelli's because she feels very similar to this other doll, and a little bit, she feels slightly smaller than Spinelli's head. So maybe she is using the collector size head. It's just a very, very, very slight difference. I can tell like easily between these two that there's a difference, but for some reason, I don't know, it's just kind of hard to tell with this one. So don't quote me on it. It's just, to me, when I'm feeling them by hand, it does seem like her face is a little more narrow, but I could be wrong. I could totally be wrong. Let me tell you how bad my eyesight is, you guys. When I saw the first leaked images of this doll, you know, the blurry versions, I thought this face sculpt was L. I swore it was an L sculpt, and I was like, oh, that's cool. An L sculpt with a light skin tone? That's what's up. I want her. But then I realized, no, that's Taya, stupid. So that's how bad my eyes are. And I also thought her hair was red, but it's actually not. This is like a very chestnutty kind of brown color. It's actually two tones mixed together, a darker and a light hue, but they're hues of brown. So yeah, I was so off. Like, bruh, what in the world? Anyways, but here in person close up, I can see that all three of these dolls definitely have different hair textures and hair colors, which is great because I love having different features on my dolls that have the same sculpts, and their screenings also look quite different from one another, so they don't look like the same person, just with different hairstyles. And they definitely have 3 different skin tones as well, so I really enjoy that about these dolls. And even though she's not pictured over here, we're not gonna leave out my 4th Taya doll, who I call Kendra after Seasonal Frostbite. If you guys follow that channel, my friend Kendra over there, she kind of reminds me of her. I had a different doll that I was calling Kendra, but I think I sold that doll. I don't know what I did with it. I can't find it anywhere. So this is my Kendra 2.0 because I gotta have me a Kendra in my collection. Okay, so I'm trying on this little outfit on her where she's got, actually I swapped out her earrings. The original ones she had are molded just like these that she's got on, but these are metallic gold instead of the matte, and I think they're a little bit better. She has kind of a goldish yellowish eyeshadow, so any kind of colors that are leaning towards that side of the color spectrum is going to be looking good on her, including warm colors in general. The top is something that I ordered from Temu, and I did do a haul video where I showed you guys all the pieces that I got from Temu, so if you're interested to go and see what I found over there, you can go and watch that video. And she's wearing some shorts that I have no clue where they came from, but they have working pockets, so that's what's up. Her purse accessory also came with another doll that I got somewhere down the line. I have hundreds of dolls. I don't know which doll it came with. I want to say maybe the Barbie Look series. Not Barbie Looks. Barbie the Look. The Barbie Look. There, you know what I'm talking about. So it might have came with one of those dolls, and I don't know where the bracelet is from either, but it's a metallic gold finish. So all her accessories are like a metallic gold color. And for her shoes, I just put her in some plain white sneakers with like a brownish pair of socks. The socks were originally a different color, but I dyed them, so they are now like a brown greenish kind of color. So that's how she looks, dressed like a normal regular girl you would just see walking on a street, which is usually how I like to style most of my dolls. Honestly, I got this doll just for the head, and I knew that if I waited longer she might come down in price, but I just didn't want to take the chance with this one because I knew for sure I really wanted this doll in my collection, and if I didn't have her I was going to feel regretful if I missed out on this doll. So I had to just make the executive decision to buy her now instead of waiting longer. As we get closer to the holiday season, I think that the doll will become a little more popular and there's a chance that she could sell out. But if the doll doesn't sell out after the holidays and you are willing to take the risk because this doll isn't super high up on your wish list, I would say wait, because after Christmas she'll probably drop down drastically in price and you guys might be lucky enough to get her for way less than what I paid for her. Even though I didn't pay full price for her, she was a few dollars cheaper on Amazon, but still, I mean, if you can get her even cheaper, then why not? Especially if you only want her for the head sculpt. That's the deal for me with this doll, but it is what it is. I'm not mad about it. It's just one of those things you have to make an executive decision about. I am eventually going to take this ponytail down, and when I do, I'll do an update video for you guys to show you how she looks with her hair styled differently. But I mean, I can just imagine when it's loose because of how full the hair looks. I don't think she's gonna have a bunch of bald spots. The texture of it is so like soft and nice that I think she's gonna have a lot of length to work with in restyling the doll's hair. So I'm excited to see how she looks with her hair down. Look, all my other Taya dolls do have their hair worn down, so I'm kind of not really missing anything by having this doll's hair down right now. I want to enjoy this pretty ponytail for a little while. So what do you guys think of my Soraya? Is this a doll you're planning to add to your collection? Did you get her yet or not? The only other doll in this series that tickled my fancy was the one with the diva face sculpt and the red hair and freckles. That is the one that I probably will wait to get if I can find her on sale. I'll most likely get her at that point because I don't think I'm really interested in adding her to my collection at full price at the moment. The divas that I have in my collection now, I already like them a lot, and they're the dolls where if I never get another diva I'd be satisfied to have those ones, so I'm not really in a rush to add that one. But if I catch her on sale, then I surely will. If you're interested in buying her, then you should go ahead and check her out on my Amazon shop. When this doll becomes available on Amazon, I'll be sure to link her for you guys in my Amazon storefront. So if you are interested in the diva face sculpt, make sure you go over there and check that out, and you bookmark my storefront because I'm every single day updating it when I see new things that I think would be really awesome to have that I recommend for you guys as well, along with potential body donor dolls that have made to move bodies or articulated bodies. You might be able to find them over there that I've already curated a group of dolls for you guys. Stick with me so you can see what I do to the other girls that I had in the background of this video that need to get restyled, and make sure you check out my links below so you don't miss anything. My name is Gypsy, you're watching Broken Dolly TV, and that's it for today. Have a dolly day.